Hi everyone, I'm Alex. What you're looking at isn't just a Trello board, it's the heartbeat of Team 2's work during the FED27 Course 3 project. When we started, we didn't just want to build a product, we wanted to build a process that allowed us to stay flexible. As you can see from my profile here on the board, I was right in the thick of it with my teammates. Today, I want to take you behind the scenes of how we applied Agile principles to move these cards from backlog to done without losing our minds. To answer the first question, how did we apply Agile? We chose a Kanban methodology. We prioritized visual transparency. Everyone knew what everyone else was doing at any given second. The Agile principles we lived by were maintaining a sustainable pace. We didn't overcommit. Responding to change over following a plan. If a design didn't work, we moved it back to in progress. Simplicity. Focusing only on the work that adds value. Our primary tool was Trello, but we didn't just use it as a list. We utilized the list limits. You can see it in our review column. This allowed us to manage our work in progress. If that column hit its limit of 3 cards, we stopped taking on new work and focused on clearing the bottleneck. We also used daily syncs and collaborative design tools to keep the feedback loop tight. One of the biggest questions in any team is, who owns what? In Team 2, we distributed ownership based on individual card accountability. If you look at the board, you'll see different initials like HS, RS, and YC. I personally took ownership of several done tasks, including the brand design and brand integration. However, ownership didn't mean working in a silo. We collaborated through cross-functional peer reviews. If I finished a layout, it didn't go to done until another team member reviewed it in the code review column. We used the in progress section to signal when we were blocked. You'll see the cart/bag card currently has a red due date from December. That was a signal to the whole team that a specific feature needed extra support or a pivot. No project is perfect. We encountered a major bottleneck early on. Cards were piling up in review while in progress was empty. This is a classic Agile logjam. How did we solve it? Instead of me just starting the next design task, I would look at the review column. If it was at its limit, as seen in the screenshot, our rule was stop starting, start finishing. We would pivot our focus to help the person testing or reviewing. Another problem was the cart/bag component, the one highlighted in red. It was more complex than we thought. In an Agile manner, we didn't just ignore the deadline, we broke the card down into smaller, manageable subtasks and reprioritized the landing page redesign to ensure the core product was still moving forward while we debugged the cart. Finally, how did we ensure the product actually got better? Iterative testing. We didn't wait until the end to test. The testing column was a mandatory gate. Research-driven development. Look at the done column. You'll see a card for user target research. We did this first. We used those insights to improve the landing page redesign later in the flow. Reflection. At the end of each week, we looked at this board and asked, why is that card still in review? Or why did brand design move so fast? We then adjusted our workflow for the following week. Looking at this board, you see a finished project. But as Alex, I see a team that learned to communicate, respect limits, and pivot when things got tough. We didn't just finish the FED27 project, we mastered a workflow.